koniec.
You're probably wondering, like, you got math class at 5 p.m? Yes. Yes, I do.
It's turning up on your love when I sip. I honestly don't even know why I bought these glasses. I bought these glasses back in like 9th grade. I don't know. Maybe I just because I want to wear glasses. I don't even know why. Why, girl? Why? Why? Looking like somebody auntie. Alright. Okay. I'm kind of nervous. I haven't filmed a video in like a long time. Hey y'all, it's me Kelci. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button before you leave this video. So as you can tell by the title of this video, I am going to be giving you guys some college freshman advice plus my college freshman experience, you know, life during freshman year, all that stuff. So if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Kelci. I attend Troy University. I am currently a sophomore at Troy University and I am majoring in nursing. Without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with this video. So a quick disclaimer before I actually, you know, get into my advice and everything. I'm not telling you guys how to live your college life and how, you know, what steps you should be taking. Y'all have fun in college. But do you work, but have, you know, also have fun in college. You know, everybody has their own experience and everything. Everybody do different stuff, you know, not everybody do the same thing and all that stuff. So just that, you know, that's why I'm not gonna tell y'all like everything that you need to know. Like most of the stuff is just stuff that I wish that I knew before I started college. So I broke this video down into, I think, what, 4 parts? Yeah, so I'm breaking this video into 4 parts. I have academics, social life, mental health, and safety. I'll put the timestamps into the description box below, but yeah, so I'm gonna first start off with academics. So the first thing that I want to talk about is, you know, class schedules. This is something that I really wish I knew before I started college. As soon as registration opens for college classes, like when it's time to register for classes, literally you need to be on your computer or your phone, your tablet, or whatever, literally the day that it comes out, because let me tell y'all, the good classes and the good professors, those classes fill up quick. You don't want to be left with like the bad teachers. That's literally what I did my spring semester, and I had no choice. There was literally like one professor that everybody was talking about, and I had to take that professor because I literally, well, I didn't wait till the last minute. It was just because I kept switching my schedule around. Like I was trying to figure out what classes I need to take and everything, but that's why you're supposed to have all this stuff planned out before you can actually register for your classes. So make sure that you register for your classes on time, because you don't want to be stuck with the bad classes and the bad professors. And that's also one app I want to mention about that. It's called Rate My Professor. You can just type in the school that you're attending, and then you can type in, you know, the professor name and look up all their reviews and all this stuff, you know, how other people felt about the professor. I'm not sure. Oh, I think I found it from another girl's YouTube channel. I forgot her name, but I actually found this app from another girl on YouTube, and it really came in handy when it came to, you know, knowing about the other professors and like how they teach, you know, how the other teachers, how the other students felt about this professor and all that stuff. Also, you want to make sure that you stay on top of your work. Let me tell you, I'm kind of bad at procrastinating and, you know, doing my stuff at the work at the last minute, but I have gotten better at that. But I will wait until like the last minute to do my work, and let me tell you, stuff piles up. Like for now, I'm taking 2 online classes this summer, and we have like modules. So we have like 9 modules. Like each week you do a new module. So apparently summer classes, these are gonna last like 9 weeks. So we started June 24th, and then I think it ends like towards like the end of July. But you want to make sure you stay on top of your work, because work piles up. It really does. Oh, this is another thing I want to talk about. You know, make sure you do good in your classes. Like you don't want to redo your classes. Like let's say like you fail biology and you have to go retake it. Let's be honest. That's literally what I had to do. I failed biology my fall semester, and I had to retake it in the spring. I did better in the spring, but the fall semester, I don't even know what happened. I think because I just wasn't used to like the teaching method. I think we had, yeah, the teaching method that we had. So for our biology classes, the only grades you have are tests. Literally, we had like I think 4 tests, a midterm, and then a final. You have like no homework grades, no paper assignments, none of that. Your only grades are tests and exams. And you know, I'm not a good test taker. That's literally why biology was so hard for me, because I'm just like, tests are our only grades? Like, what is going on here? That's why I said make sure you study hard, work hard, get to know your class, and get to know your professor and all that stuff, because you literally do realize that you are paying for your classes. Even if you decide to go retake that class again, you still have to pay for it. And let me tell y'all, college is not cheap. And it depends if you have scholarships or anything, you know, stuff like that. But college is not cheap. You will be paying for your classes. So be aware of like how much effort you put into your classes. You don't want to fail your class and then you have to end up retaking that class. And then you'll also be behind on your degree plan. Like for my school, we have degree plans for like each major. So like what classes you should take, and then like when you should take those classes. You don't want to be behind on your degree plan if you want to graduate on time. Okay, this is another thing that I want to mention about studying and learning in college. Maybe let's be honest, a lot of us in high school really wasn't learning the material. We was just studying to remember the material for the test, and then like after the test you'll just forget about the material. In college you can't do that. You can't do that in college, especially when you get into your major classes. Like for example, let's say like me, I'm taking nursing, and you're learning about, let's say, the fundamentals of nursing, dosage calculation, and you know, all the nursing classes that you need to take. At that point you have to learn the material and not just study. I took a class like during my spring semester freshman year, and we learned the difference between studying and learning. Little do you know there's a difference between the two. Studying is when you're just going through, looking at the information and just remembering it and not actually learning it. Learning it is where you're putting more effort into whatever you're studying, and you're trying to best to actually, you know, keep that information in your mind. So in college you're gonna have to actually learn the material, not just study, because at this point you're literally learning for your career. You're gonna have to remember this stuff. You can't, okay, sorry, you're just gonna have to remember. You can't, you know, like, what am I even saying? You have to actually learn the material. You can't just sit here and be like, okay, I just need to remember this information for the test, and then after the test I'll be done. No, it's not like that. And another thing for studying that I learned, you know, breaking up your study sessions into, like, break them up into parts. That's one thing that I really learned in college. I should have been using this in high school. I don't know why I didn't, but in college, you know, let's say you have like, okay, what was midterms? No, it was final exam week, and I think I had like 3 exams in the same week, and I was like, there is no way I'm gonna remember all this stuff. So what I did was, I had, let's say I'll study for math for an hour, and then I'll study for science for an hour, and then I'll study for English for an hour, and then I took breaks in between. You know, just break up, you know, this also ties in with time management. Break up your sessions into different parts so you're not stressing yourself out. And that also goes for like when I had to do math homework and then a homework for this other class. I'll sit here and do this homework for like 30 minutes, and then I'll take a quick break, like 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'll go over here and then, you know, do my essay or something like that. You know, that's what I'm saying. Time management is a big thing in college, because you really do need to learn how to manage your time. And yeah, that's it for like the academics part. I know there was one more thing I forgot to mention about, you know, 8 a.m.s. I literally mentioned this in one of my college vlogs videos. Like, I stress about them 8 a.m.s. I'm playing the game for a little bit. After I play the game, I'm going to bed, so I'm not gonna be up all night. I have an 8 a.m. because the 8 a.m.s, let me tell y'all, the ones in college should know, 8 a.m.s in high school and 8 a.m.s in college are 2 different things. They are not the same thing at all. Period. And let me tell you, when I was in high school, I was like, okay, I have to be at school by 7:30, 8 o'clock. I can do 8 a.m.s in college. never again. Never again. If you're a morning person, it's okay. I'm not a morning person, so I don't even know why I registered for 8 a.m. during my freshman year, but I know better now. The only thing I like about early morning classes is that I'm done early, but them 8 a.m.s, I be so tired when I wake up in the morning. It don't make no sense. Like, I literally have to push myself out of bed. Let's be honest. There was a few times where maybe I missed like 1 or 2 classes because I was really tired. Literally, especially during my fall semester. I remember missing one of my English classes. Like, we was doing hybrid classes. One half is online and the other half is in person. It was my day to be in person. I set an alarm, but you know, I stopped my alarm, but then I fell right back to sleep. Like, I don't even think I realized that I had turned off my alarm. And then I noticed my roommate's alarm going off. You know, this was at the time I was sharing a room with somebody, and my roommate's alarm was going off. I was like, I looked at the clock and I was like, oh my gosh, it was literally 7:57, y'all. I had to be in class at 8 o'clock. I was like, you know what, Kelci, look what you done did. Look what you did. So I literally logged online, and then I had to go to class online that day. I think he did mark my attendance as absent, but at least I attended class online. I didn't miss anything, but that was a point off my attendance. Just be mindful about them 8 a.m.s and 9 a.m.s. Maybe 10's okay. 9 is still kind of the same as 8 a.m. to me, because I had a 9 a.m. last semester. It's alright. I'd rather, I'll start at like 10 o'clock, but 8 or 9, that is too early for me. Now we are in the category social life. Social life. Number 1, the most top thing that a lot of people told me before I entered college is social life. Social life, you really getting involved. Social life is like so important on campus because, like I said, especially if you're like far away from home, and like, let's say if you enter a new state and like you don't know anybody, you enter a new city, you don't know anybody, you want to make new friends, you want to meet new people, you want to get to know more about your campus and everything. So make sure you get involved on campus. Take part in campus events, join some campus groups, especially if you want to join a sorority or anything like that. Get involved on campus because getting community service hours, people, a lot of groups, they like leadership. So join some groups, attend campus events. Like, especially for my school in the fall, we had a thing called like welcome week, and like for the whole, I know we probably had something to do like the whole month, but since the virus was around, we didn't really do too much. We had a welcome week, but it was social distance, we couldn't do too much. But we had events where everybody come together, make new friends and everything. I know I didn't really make not a lot of friends that I'm still talking to right now. I met a few people, but I'm not talking to them like that. It was kind of hard for me to make new friends, especially with the pandemic going on and everything. And another thing, a lot of people are excited about college's parties. I'm not gonna tell you not to go to parties, but be careful, but have fun. But don't go by yourself. Go with your friends, go with your roommates. Just be careful what you do, because anything can go down at a party, I guess. That's all I'm gonna say on that. That's all I'm saying on that. Roommates. Ooh, roommates. My roommates fall semester, they were fun. I'm so glad I had good roommates. For the fall semester. I had fun. I was lucky enough to choose my roommates. So before, when we was putting in our housing application, I got the chance to pick my own roommates. So if you're able to pick your own roommates, do that. That's a chance you do not just want to let up. Okay? But I was so thankful to have really good roommates. We had fun over the fall semester. That's why I said the fall semester was literally like my best. And also, when it get time to get ready to move in and everything, make sure you make a group chat with your roommates. I made a group chat with my roommates, and we discussed on like who's bringing what for the dorm, what colors are y'all doing and stuff. So it was 4 of us in total, 2 in one room and 2 in another room. So we discussed like what our colors and everything is gonna be, who's bringing what and all this stuff. We had 2 rooms, and we had a bathroom and a living room. And if you're wondering like how I found my roommates, my school had a group with all the incoming freshmen. Where you introduce yourself and be like, oh, I'm from here and I'm from this school and I'm coming to Troy to major in such and such. So another tip I want to mention about is staying in touch with your parents and family. Especially especially if you're about to stay on campus and you do want to stay in touch with your parents. That's what I did. I would call my parents maybe It depends on how y'all feel, but I call my parents like, let's say maybe 2 or 3 times a week, maybe 4. I always would call my parents, you know, let them know how I'm doing and what they're doing and all that stuff. I did go home a lot on the weekend, especially during the spring semester when I had a room to myself. I went home a lot on the weekend. Let's say if I'm not doing anything that weekend and I'm bored, I will go home, hang out with my siblings and my parents. This is a big topic that nobody talks about in college, but peer pressure. Luckily, I was not peer pressured by anybody, not my roommates, nobody. I'm so glad. But peer pressure is a big thing in college. You know, a lot of people, they want to try new stuff, do all this, do all that. No, don't get yourself in trouble. That's all I gotta say. Don't get yourself in trouble. Especially, just like one of my teachers in high school always told us, you know, be careful what you do and be careful what you post on social media. Like, for an example, let's say you're trying to apply for nursing school and you out on, like, let's say you out on Facebook talking crazy, or you out on Instagram, you know, putting yourself out there doing something crazy, out here drinking, or you saying certain stuff, and let's say the nursing admissions council sees your social media and they're like, well, and let's say you go and do an interview and they say, well, we saw this on your social media and I don't think we want someone in our program doing this and that. You know, that's why I said be careful what you do. Don't do anything crazy. Be careful what you put out on social media, because people are watching. And I always said, once it's on social media, it's out there. The most crazy thing I probably did was try a color wig, and that was it. I had tried color for the first time. I don't know when maybe try color. I think I had wanted to do it for the longest, but I think, you know, just because, I guess it's because like you're out on your own now, and I guess you feel like an adult or whatever, you just want to try new stuff. So I did try a color wig. It was like red. And then I went and got my nose pierced literally like the first month of college. I did, you know, ask my parents. I was like, would y'all be okay with me getting a nose piercing and stuff? And surprisingly, they were okay with it. I'm like, what? I guess because, like I said, you know, you're getting older, you know, you make your own responsibility, you know, you have your own responsibilities that you need to take care of. You're growing up, so like your parents won't be there to tell you to do this and that. It is up to you now. Like, your parents won't be there to tell you get up for class. You literally have to depend on your alarm. Your parents won't be there to tell you go in your room, do your homework. You need to clean your dishes. You need to clean your room. Your parents won't be there to tell you all of that. You literally have to have self-control. You have your priorities. Make sure you do your most important stuff first, and then you come and do, you know, whatever you want to do now. That's why I always say work now, play later. So mental health, this is the third topic that I want to talk about. Mental health, you know, college, it can put a lot of stress on you. You know, this is a new environment, new experiences, and you know, you're kind of stressing about, you know, classes, your professors, you know, trying to make new friends and stuff. You just want to have fun, but you don't have nobody to go do stuff with. You know, just take time to breathe. If you're kind of like stressing over your work and stuff and you don't know what's going on, just take a break. The workload can get intense, so that's why I said make sure you're getting your rest. Like for me, most of the time I was not getting 8 hours of sleep, so I was kind of tired a lot. But make sure you go to bed and everything. Like I said, a lot of college students, they're not going to bed on time. But the last topic that I'm talking about is safety. So the world is getting crazy now, okay? Especially for us women, the world is getting crazy, okay? So you want to make sure you keep yourself safe on campus. Luckily, during my fall semester, I was living with 3 other girls, but that still don't mean anything. Anybody can still try to do something. Don't walk by yourself, especially at night. First of all, if you gotta go somewhere at night, you can wait. You can probably wait until the morning. That's why I said, because I do carry pepper spray on my keychain just in case anybody did something. So yeah, during like my spring semester, you know, since I had ended up getting a room to myself, most of the time I was literally by myself doing stuff. Like sometimes I'll go to, you know, do grocery shopping and, you know, going to the bank and stuff like that. I did anything that I had to do, I did it in the daytime. You know, people, they still crazy in the daytime. But I made sure like I did all my stuff in the daytime. Another thing that you also want to do is always carry cash on you at all times. You just never know when you need cash. Like for one time, I remember this one time in fall semester, me and my roommates went to a campus event, and then all of a sudden we were like, we thirsty, let's go to Sonic and go get a slushie. It was like 10 o'clock at night. We went and got a slushie. And I remember I left my purse in the room and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have my money. But then I remember I had put like, I think like a 5 in my zipper thing of my keychain. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm glad I put my cash in here. So I always carry cash somewhere. And that's another thing, if you're driving on campus, especially if you're on, first of all, I always look around my surroundings before I enter my car. And luckily when I unlock my car, only my driver's side door unlocks and not like the rest of the 3 doors, because you don't want nobody trying to jump in the back seat when you get in there. We don't want that. And as soon as I get in, like when I tell y'all, when I get in my car, I will literally like throw my keys in the seat or whatever, and then I'll lock my door. I always pay attention to your surroundings. That's what my dad always told me. Pay attention to your surroundings, because anybody could just come up out of nowhere. I think that is all I had to say. I know there's maybe some stuff that I'm missing, but if y'all want to know anything else, y'all can just let me know in the comment section and I will answer your comment. I will. If y'all want to know anything, just ask me. And if you just want to DM me on Instagram at kiki.nicole, if you have just a particular question that you want to ask me about Troy or anything, y'all can let me know. But I can't just sit here and talk all day about everything. Like I said, just let me know if y'all have a question. But I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a good freshman year. Okay, have fun, live life, breathe air. What it is for breeze? Yeah, so live life. Okay, live life, have fun, and just enjoy it, because you only get your freshman year once. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time in my next video.
I ain't your man, that's true, no.